If the idea of bike commuting has seemed interesting and exciting to you, but also daunting, the 5 tips I have for you today will get you started with more confidence and skill. The very first thing I want you to remember and harness in this journey is that it's not all or nothing. Try to replace one car trip with one bike trip per week. That will get you started in the mentality of going by bike. It will help you work out the kinks of what your bike needs and what you need to be thinking about for bike routing or carrying things. But start off small. Go places that maybe you don't need to carry anything, like a friend's house, or today I'm headed to a coffee shop. Use whatever bike you have and just begin. As you start doing this more and more, you'll figure out what you need and you can adapt. Maybe bring a bag next time, add a rack, think about different bikes, but you don't need anything crazy to start going by bike. For my daily bike commutes, I'm not wearing anything fancy. I have a wool base layer to help wick and give me some warmth because it's below freezing. Pulled on some wool socks. I also wear wool underwear just to help with sweat and stink. And this is my go-to puffy jacket that I bought from REI on sale. When it's cold out, I'll add a neck gaiter, some gloves, and either a cap or pull my hoodie up underneath my helmet. My other top tip for dressing for success is I always have eye protection, either glasses, sunglasses, or a helmet with a visor, just to keep things out of my eyes and help my eyes from watering. One of the most important things that you can do for yourself as you're creating this habit is to make your bike just something you can hop on and go. And that doesn't mean buying anything for your bike. It just means maintaining your bike. So when you want to get on it, it's ready to roll. The tires are pumped up. That weird noise that you had on the last ride is already taken care of. And you can just grab your bike, grab your helmet, and go. The way I do this is Saturday or Sunday. When I have a moment, I'm going to air up my tires for the bike that I ride on the daily, and then lube my chain, especially if I've ridden through the rain recently. Roll around, just a quick ride on it, make sure everything's shifting well. You know, this is a great time just to take a moment to yourself. It takes like 5 minutes, and make that bike super reliable for the upcoming week. Let's head to the coffee shop, shall we? My number one priority when I'm out for a bike ride is safety and getting home safely at the end of my ride. And so you're gonna see I'm gonna ride in brighter colors. If I'm wearing dark clothes, I'll throw it on a jacket or a vest. All my helmets have lights on them. My bikes have automatic lights, and I even have pedal lights. Anything to grab somebody's attention and just be seen in a very distracted world. The other thing is I'm gonna ride more defensively. I'm gonna make sure that person sees me by waving, and I might even stop if I feel like a driver hasn't made eye contact and acknowledged that I'm there. Here in Chapel Hill, it is legal to bike on the sidewalk everywhere but right downtown. So on a busy road that doesn't have a safe, protected space, I might take that sidewalk. And especially when I have my kids, I am going way out of my way, taking the low stress bike routes, which leads me to my next point, which is routing, finding low stress bike routes to get where you need to go. Not all of my rides are as peaceful and enjoyable as this beautiful off-road path. So for that, I rely on routing with Ride with GPS. This is a system I've been using for a very long time, and it's how I find the best low-stress bike routes around my community, but also when I'm traveling. And what I do is I explore the area using a couple of layers of maps on either the app or their website. And I'm looking for two things: the Google Maps, which will show me bike lanes, bike paths, and then I turn on their layer of heat map, which shows me where other cyclists have been. And what's cool about this is I'm often finding cut-throughs, maybe neighborhood social paths like I'm on right now, and I'm also seeing where other cyclists have been riding. I definitely go scouting for new routes cautiously, not just charging ahead and getting on a busy road. And I'm also looking, if it's a busy road, is there a sidewalk? Is there an out point if it is too congested and the roads are just too fast? So I rely on Ride with GPS and just doing some homework beforehand, and then also just will ask the locals. If you want to get to a new place, ask some friends that bike in the area what their recommended route is. If they're typically road cyclist, I don't know if I would rely on them. Look for more utility cyclist and test it out on a quiet weekend. Those are my quick 5 tips of what I tell anyone thinking about starting to replace car trips with bike trips. All right, until next time, stay well, stay good, and remember to bike more and worry less.